Hello cruising world, Mick the Suit Guy with you today. I'm going controversial. Most of my videos are nice, educational, hopefully, you know, helping you have a better cruise. But every now and then, my blood gets boiled and riled and I want to share my frustrations with you. This video is going to have, well, they're not, well, number 10 is not. Ugh. Number 10 is going to cause some controversy. The rest of them, I think most people will agree, apart from the people I'm talking to. The people I'm talking to are people that I would consider, for want of a better word, selfish people, because this video is like 9 plus 1 that's not reasons why people are selfish on a cruise ship. And what I mean by selfish is people that do things because they don't care about anybody else. That makes sense, right? People that only think about themselves. I try and approach my life with, I like to treat people the way I'd like to be treated myself. One of my mottos in the world is ask myself the question, if I was on a cruise ship and I saw this happen, would I be okay with it? So if I did it, would others be okay with it? A lot of the things I do, it's not a case of people wouldn't be okay with it, it's more people wouldn't do it because they're not as stupid as I am. But these are things that nobody really wants to see. Oh, I could qualify hairy chest. No, let's rephrase that. It's not, how do I word this without getting myself in trouble? You're just selfish. I've even, look, selfish. I wrote it. I put it in red and then realized I've only got a black and white printer. It should be in red. Selfish. Here we go. Number 1. Chair hogs. Selfish. Why are you selfish? Because you don't care about anybody else other than yourselves. You think it's okay to get up at 6 in the morning, put that towel down and come down 4 hours later and sit in that same chair. It's not. For everybody else except you, it's not. And fellow chair hogs. Carnival put this sign out that they're going to remove the towels if they're there for more than, what is it, 30, 45 minutes? They don't most of the time, and you know it. I will. Chair hogs. Suck it up, buttercups. Just go down at the regular time you get up and see if there's any seats available. It's not right. Number 2. I could go on about these for a long time, but this will be a really long video, so I'm going to try and truncate them. Number 2, and this is a bit of a weird one, but hear me out. Pier runners. Why are pier runners selfish? Because they're delaying everything, right? They only think about themselves. I know it's entertaining. I know people love to watch a pier runner every now and then. But you can delay the ship getting out of port. You can delay your timing into the next port. You know, the ship may have to speed up to get there, so it makes it a bit rougher at sea. These are all things that add up. It might cost the ship extra money because they've got to stay in the port a bit longer. You know, they say they'll leave straight away, but they wait a while. But they've got strict times they've got to be out the ports and stuff like that. So pier runners, selfish. Number 3. Oh, I'm already getting a sweat on. Number 3, people that remove gratuities. It's my evil look. Why would you remove gratuities? And then there's people that go online. I've seen it many times. Why don't Carnival include the cost of gratuities in the cruise? Well, they do because you can add gratuities when you book the cruise. Nobody mentions that, do they? When you book the cruise, add the gratuities. Boom! All of a sudden, it's included. If they included the costs and the gratuities into the original cruise price, people would complain that the cruise was too expensive. A lot of people like to use their onboard credit to pay for gratuities as well. So there's an offset with that, you know. So there's many reasons why you should not remove gratuities. Because the crew work really hard. And that's most of their income. Don't remove the gratuities. I will say this, in defense, we did, back in the day, because the gratuities split into 3 different groups. There's the dining room, the room steward, and the behind-the-scenes staff you never see. There was a time when we would remove the gratuities from the dining room staff and the room steward, but leave the behind-the-scenes tips on, because we like to tip our individual person more directly. We would end up paying a lot more than the gratuities we took off, but we would give it to the people that actually worked for us, right? Now we do your time dining most of the time, so it's all different dining room members all the time. So we just leave it and we pay it. And we still pay extra. Still pay a lot extra. So, you know, I did used to indirectly remove them, but not remove them and not give them back out. Woo, people. Number 4. I got to keep going. Otherwise, I'm going to jump out of a window. People that complain about the crew. I will caveat, I wouldn't say that's selfish. I just say that's ignorant. I should have had another one that says ignorant. Ignorant. Imagine this says ignorant right here. Right, and we got that. People are complaining about the crew unless it's justified. And I have seen over my 50 plus carnival cruises, we'll leave it there, many people complain to and about the crew, and I've yet to see it being justified. So almost in my experience, every time people complain, it's not valid or warranted. If it is, that's a different story. But if it isn't, don't complain about these poor crew members that work so hard to make your cruise better. And if you think it's justified, ask yourself why it's justified. Is it really justified? And I think most of the time, if you just take a breath, calm down, think about it, yeah, it wasn't that bad. Don't bring a crew member to tears that's working 16, 17 hours a day to make your cruise better. Boom, leave it there, moving on, because I could go on and on. Number 5, people that heckle comedians. It's not about you. It's about the comedian entertaining the 99% of other guests in the room that don't want to hear you heckle. Did you know, and I am good friends with many comedians on board, and I've got to know them, and they're all wonderful human beings. A lot of their show is based around timing. And if you throw them off of their timing by heckling, you've ruined the show to a large extent. Ruined it. Don't do it. You're not funnier than them. You think you are. You're not. Don't do it. Don't heckle the comedians. Again, I could go on and on, but I'm going to move on because otherwise this video will be too long, blah, blah, blah. Number 6, people that say you have to do this. No. How about, I'm just going to throw this one out at you. How about, well, I like to do this. Give it a try. If you like it, great. If you don't like it, great. But this is what I would recommend you try and do. Don't say, oh no, what you're doing is wrong. You have to do it this way. Or that music you like is terrible. You have to listen to this music. No, everybody's different. That's why this world is so wonderful. Not everybody has to like what everybody else likes. Appreciate the fact that the person sitting next to you may not like what you like. May not want to eat what you want to eat. Don't tell them, oh, you shouldn't have got that. You should have got this. Say, oh, next time, I really enjoy this. Maybe give it a try if that's what you would like to do. Something along those lines. Don't tell people you have to do something. They don't. Nobody has to do anything except ignore people that tell them they have to do something. Think about that. All right, I think I've covered that enough. Number 7. Gotta take a time out. Facebook. Now, this is not on the cruise. This is pre-cruise or sometimes on the cruise. Here's the thing. Facebook posts where the same reply happens over and over and over. God, it frustrates the hell out of me. I'll give you an example. Somebody makes a post in one of these Facebook groups, right? And there's, as you probably know, there's hundreds of people in these Facebook groups. There's one particular Facebook group in general with tens of thousands of people. We won't mention its name. You all know which one I'm talking about. It's the one with the most know-it-alls, run by a psychopath. And I don't know why I even follow it. Because it makes me angry every time I see a post on there. Here's the thing. Somebody posts a question and they'll say, anybody know what time the ship's in port tomorrow? Right? The first one that replies 8 o'clock, which is the correct time, we're done. That's it. Over. I don't need 500 other people to reply 8 o'clock. We got it. One answer. So if you see these questions, and it's pretty obvious that it's a simple question to answer, just have a quick look in the comments. See if somebody has already answered the question. And then you don't need to. Whoop-de-doo, you knew it was 8 a.m. So did the person that replied 2 hours ago. That way, if there are any other interesting points that people have to make to that question, I mean, there wouldn't be on that one, but a different question there might, I can actually read through it. Oh, yeah, that makes sense. Oh, that's interesting. Not 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8. Don't do it. Number 8. People that hold seats. I don't even think I need to say any more than that. It's first come, first served. You don't pay and reserve a seat. If you're not there on time, you're not there on time. And you don't get that seat. Don't hold a seat for somebody else. You walk in at the same time, one has to go to the restroom. That's fine. Boom. Yeah, he's just, or she's just in the restroom. She'll be right back. There you go. You're good. Carry on. Don't hold seats for someone that's not showing up for 20 minutes. Imagine it in red. It was more impact if it was in red. Number 9. We're getting close to number 10, everybody. And you are going to hate me on number 10. Number 9. People with Bluetooth players. Number 1, they're banned. Number 2, Carnival never stops you in my experience. So a lot of these things that Carnival says you can't do, if you do them, they're not going to stop you. But don't walk around the Lido deck blasting your Bluetooth player. There's already music playing for everybody else. Nobody wants to hear your music over another type of music. And nobody, even if there wasn't any other music playing, we don't want to hear your music on a Bluetooth player. It's selfish. Number 1, this is maybe my number 1 pet peeve. Of all the ones I did, on a personal level, this may be the one that frustrates me the most. I was just on the Freedom. And this one young couple were walking around, 2 guys, and they had a backpack with a Bluetooth player in the backpack, just blasting reggaeton music out so loud you couldn't even hear yourself talk at the bar when they were there, and they were just walking around playing this thing. Nobody ever stopped them. I'm not going to say anything. I'm not going to cause, that's the sort of thing that causes trouble. I just have to sit there and suck it up. And the bartenders, they're not allowed to join in with anything like that. All they're allowed to do is call security. If you didn't know that, you do now. But they are strictly instructed, if there's a fight out on the Lido deck or anywhere, they are not allowed to leave their station and go and interrupt. They have to call security. You have to wait till security gets there. So they ain't going to back you up. The security don't do their job most of the time, as you are probably aware. But Bluetooth players, just don't do it. It's selfish and annoying. Not everybody wants to listen to your rubbish on your Bluetooth player. There'll probably be some people that like that music. I mean, if you were walking around playing Depeche Mode, oh, that's cool. But then in the back of my mind, I'm like, yeah, but that person to my left doesn't like Depeche Mode. They wouldn't enjoy it. Don't do it. Please. Stop it. Stop it. And the last one, this is not selfish. It's just, and I posted about this on my Facebook page the other week, and I got such a negative reaction, I had to take the post down. That's how controversial what I'm about to say is. So, this is just my opinion. Don't get mad, because if there's ever going to be dislikes on this video, it's from what I'm about to say. Enough with the ducks. There's too many. Cut them down. We need to start limiting people 10 ducks a person max, bringing them on the ship. It's getting out of hand, everybody. Too many ducks. Plastic. With my environmental hat on, it's the worst thing for the environment. Can you get biodegradable ducks? I don't know. But most of these ducks are rubber or plastic, and they ain't eroding anytime soon. And I hate to think what's hidden around that ship. I was looking at a Facebook post recently where they were on a cruise and they were talking about how many of you are bringing ducks, right? There were 15 comments, and I added up the ducks in the pictures because I'm a bit anal like that. There were 1,370 ducks in those 15 pictures on one cruise. That's just 15 people. Who knows how many other people were bringing ducks on? And then the next cruise, same thing. It's too many. I get that you enjoy it. I get it's fun. But let's limit the fun. Limit the fun. I on that same Facebook page, once the cruise started, because I wasn't on the cruise, I got people on there I know, so I was just following. And I'm looking, and I did another geeky research. I counted the first 100 posts, right? 40 of them were pictures of ducks. 40 out of 100. There's got to be more to a cruise than ducks. I got an upcoming cruise. I looked at the events page. 5 events. 2 of them are duck hunts. I don't think I'm really out of order in saying this. I'm not saying stop them. Have fun, enjoy it. I know people really do enjoy it. But is it getting out of hand is my point. Let's narrow the numbers. Squeeze them in a little bit. It's not selfish. It doesn't count as selfish. And I respect the people that enjoy it. But let's not have too much of a good thing is my point. So before you start, I'm not saying ban the ducks. I'm not saying ban the ducks. I'm saying limit the ducks, right? Limit the ducks. Now I'm sweating because I know the reaction I'm going to get. I'm very lucky in that normally I don't get too many dislikes on my videos. I know this one's going to be my least liked video ever. Because all the chair hogs, the pier runners, the people that remove gratuities, the complainers about the crew, that heckle the comedians, that say you have to do this, that hold seats, that have Bluetooth players and post the same reply over and over again without reading the comments. And the duck people I've disliked already, if they're still here. Just my opinion. Everybody's entitled to one. Not the ducks. Not the ducks. I'm on record. Can't say I said they were bad. All right. With that, if anybody's up for it, subscribe to my channel. Hit that little bell. You'll get notifications. I won't do another one of these for a long time. I was just in the mood today. I just got over a bit of a cold because I was on the Freedom recently and I maxed the Cheers package out for 4 straight days. And at my age, I shouldn't be doing that. And it caught up with me. So I'm just getting over a cold. So yeah, I just felt, you know, to do that. So I don't do these very often. They're mostly smile videos. But if you've got anything else that you get frustrated by, put it in the comments. I think I covered most of the typical ones, but that's whatever. So subscribe, hit that bell, send me any questions. My email is coming up if you have anything you want to know about. And then if you have your tips and your cruising traditions, as I always like to say, send them to me. Because I do a Monday. Every Monday I do a tips video. Every Thursday I stick a cabin video up. And videos like this go out every Saturday. So, you know, this came out on a Saturday, I can tell you that. I don't know which one. It's coming out on a Saturday. So get ready to complain. It's Saturday. Boom! All right, and with that, I will hold my breath until I see the comments. And I will see you later, Cruising World. Don't hate me. I love you. Most of you. Apart from those people. Love you all. Want to book a cruise or any type of travel? We are travel agents. Check out our site, elitetravelconnection.com, or email me, Mick, at elitetravelconnection.com. We are here for you. Finally, subscribe, please. Pretty please. You know you want to. Go on. I won't beg you. Okay, I'm begging. Please. Subscribe. Thank you.